Awami League and its associate organizations have chalked out elaborate programs marking the August 21 grenade attacks at Bangabandhu Avenue in Dhaka today. As part of the program, on behalf of Awami League President and Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Kader placed wreaths at the altar at party's central office at Bangabandhu Avenue to show respect to the martyrs of 21st August grenade attack. Awami League President member Begum Motia Chaudhry, Dr. Abdul Razak, Jahangir Kobi Nanok, Piyush Kanti Bhattacharya and Abdul Rahman, Joint General Secretaries Mahbub Alam Hanif, Dr. Hassan Mahmood and AFM Bahaddin Nasim were present on the occasion. Besides, wreaths were also placed on behalf of the Dhaka North and South City Awami League Central 14 Party, Bangladesh Krishak League, Awami Jubu League, Shechachebok League, Chhatro League, Jatiyo Shromik League and Mohila League. Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Kader has said the then BNP-Jamat coalition government did everything they could to obstruct the trial and investigation of the August 21 killings. He made the remarks to journalists after placing floral wreath at the monument of August 21 martyrs at 23rd Bangabandhu Avenue in the capital today. Obaidul Kader said the verdict of August 21 will be executed during the tenure of present government by bringing to book the killers like that of August 15 of 1975.
সেদিন তাদের টার্গেট ছিল বঙ্গবন্ধু কন্যা শেখ হাসিনা 1975-এ বুলেট 2004 সালে ফিরে আসে প্রাণঘাতী গ্রেনেড হয়ে নেতা কর্মীরা প্রাণপণ নেত্রী সুরক্ষায় গড়ে তুলে মানব ঢাল আল্লাহর অশেষ রহমতে আবারও মুছে যান প্রিয় নেত্রী বর্বরচিত কাপুরুষোচিত সে হামলা বিস্ফোরিত গ্রেনেডের সবচেয়ে ক্ষতিগ্রস্ত হয় আমাদের নেত্রীর একটি কামের শ্রবণ শক্তি এই হত্যাকাণ্ডের বিচার তদন্ত বাধাগ্রস্ত করতে যা যা করা সবই করেছে তৎকালীন 4 দলীয় জোট সরকার জজ মিয়ার আটক সাজিয়ে নিরপরাধ এক ব্যক্তির উপর দৌড় চাপায় নষ্ট করে হামলার আলামত শেখ হাসিনা সরকারের এই মেয়াদে বিচারিক প্রক্রিয়া শেষে 75-এর খুনিদের মতো 21শে আগস্টের খুনিদেরও বিচারের কার্যকর করা হবে যারা বিদেশে আছে বিশেষ করে তারেক রহমান সহ সেই খুনিদের দেশে ফিরিয়ে আনা হবে।
Bangladesh today recorded 39 novel coronavirus deaths and 2,401 fresh cases overnight. The recovery count rose to 1,72,615 after another 3,624 patients were discharged from the hospitals during the period, a press release of the Director General of Health Services (DGHS) said today. It said the tally of infections has surged to 2,90,360 as 2,401 new cases were confirmed in the previous 24 hours. A total of 12,943 samples were tested at 91 authorized laboratories across the country during the time. Of the total sample tests in the previous 24 hours, 18.55% tested positive, while 20.44% cases were detected from the total tests conducted so far, the release added. Among the total infections, 59.45 patients have recovered, while 1.33% died so far since the first COVID-19 positive cases were reported in the country on March 8. Moving on to international news. The coronavirus pandemic may have driven as many as 100 million people back into extreme poverty, World Bank President David Malpass warned on Thursday. The Washington-based development lender previously estimated that 60 million people would fall into extreme poverty due to COVID-19, but the new estimate puts the deterioration at 70 to 100 million and he said that the number could go higher if the pandemic worsens or drags on. In this respect, the federal government of Canada is extending the emergency response benefit by 1 more month and revamping the employment insurance program to allow more people to receive financial assistance during COVID-19. The suite of benefit reforms aimed at helping Canadians through the transition as the economy gradually reopens is expected to cost 37 billion Canadian dollar. Meanwhile, the global death toll from coronavirus crosses 7,98,000 with more than 2,29,20,000 infected. Over 1,55,70,000 people have recovered from COVID-19 globally. The current epicenter of the pandemic, the United States, has more than about 57,54,000 confirmed cases and 1,77,593 deaths. In Brazil, the total death toll in COVID-19 is over 1,12,000, while over 35,05,000 people were infected. India, which is in the third spot in the list of nations worst hit by coronavirus, has now over 29,25,000 cases and more than 55,000 deaths. Senator Kamala Harris made history Thursday by becoming the first black woman and person of Indian descent to be nominated for the post of Vice President of the United States on the third night of the Democratic Party's National Convention. With this, Harris has officially joined the party's presidential ticket alongside Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden. She credited the historic moment to generations of men and women before her who fought for civil and voting rights. In what was undoubtedly the most important speech of her political career till date, the former California Attorney General formally accepted the party's nomination and described her vision of America as a beloved community where all are welcome. With the United States political landscape marred by racism and inequality, the country needs a president who will act as a unifier and bring people together, she said. Harris also criticized U.S. President Donald Trump's handling of the coronavirus pandemic, calling him a president who turns tragedies into political weapons. Now, news on weather. Met Office said the well-marked low over Bihar, Gangetic, West Bengal and adjoining area now lies over central Madhya Pradesh of India and adjoining area. Under its influence, strong monsoon and steep pressure gradient persists over North Bay. Squally weather may affect the maritime ports, North Bay and adjoining coastal areas of Bangladesh. Maritime ports of Chattogram, Cox's Bazar, Mongla and Paira have been advised to keep hoisted local cautionary signal number 3. I repeat, cautionary signal number 3. Under the influence of the well-marked low-lying areas of the coastal districts of Cox's Bazar, Chattogram, Noakhali, Lokhipur, Borguna, Bhola, Patuakhali, Borishal, Pirojpur, Bagirhat, Khulna, Satkira and their offshore islands and shores are likely to be inundated by wind-driven surge of 1 to 2 feet height above normal astronomical tide. All fishing boats and trawlers over North Bay have been advised to remain close to the coast and proceed with caution till further notice. Now news from the world of sports. Host England are now batting against Pakistan in the first day of the third and last test in Southampton. The English scored 243 runs for 4 wickets in their first innings when reports last came in. Earlier, England won the toss and decided to bat first. England beat Pakistan by 3 wickets in the first test, but the rain-interrupted second test was ended in a draw.
I think so. Burns is waiting. And he's away. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Just where you want it.
Italian club Inter Milan will face Spanish Sevilla FC in the final of the Europa League football tournament tonight. The match will kick off at 1 a.m. Bangladesh Standard Time at Cologne of Germany. Both the teams have performed very well this season. Inter's match Shakhtar Donetsk in the semi-finals with Romelu Lukaku netting a brace in their handsome 5-0 win. Sevilla, meanwhile, edged out Manchester United 2-1. Before we end the bulletin, headlines once again. BNP-Jamat's direct support made 21st August grenade attack possible, and Tariq Rahman linked with incursion, says Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Awami League and cross-section of people paid tribute to 21st August grenade attack martyrs at 23rd Bangabandhu Avenue. Court verdict in 21st August grenade attack associates to be executed within tenure of current government, says Obaidul Kader. Hearing of appeal in gruesome 21st August killing to start anytime soon, says Attorney General. "10 crore people around globe likely to face abject poverty for corona pandemic," fears World Bank. And in final test of 3-match series, England facing Pakistan in Southampton. Well, that brings us to the end of the news. Thank you for staying with us.